Do you want to become the #1 tank on all of Party Finder? No? Well, too bad. You are. This is the Necron is Good M7 tank guide. First off, 98% of my viewers aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. I put a lot of time and effort into this video. Anyways, let's get started. First off, this video is going to be divided into 7 segments. Gear, Clear, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, and Phase 5. With timestamps linked in the description if you want to skip to wherever you want. First things first, gear. In terms of armor, you should be able to Necron tank in a Diamond Head, Skeleton Master chestplate, Necron's leggings, and Maxer's boots. If you're really struggling to survive, you can sub out the Skeleton Master chestplate for a Necron chestplate for even more survivability. Secondly, for tools, you're going to need a couple of things. A Spirit Mask, a Bonzo Mask, a Soul Eater Term, a Wither Cloak Sword, an Axe to the Shredded, a Bouquet of Lies, a Hyperion or an Estrella, an Ice Spray Wand, a Last Breath, and then just your common utility items. If you're really bad, or low kata, you may also need a Gloomlock Grimoire to survive, but you shouldn't need it if you can avoid it. When it comes time for equipment, you're going to want to use full dungeon equipment with blended on your bone necklace, waxed on your Shadow Assassin cloak, blended on your Soul Weaver gloves, in either Bloodshot or blended on your adaptive belt if you can't afford Bloodshot. In terms of pets, you'll only need 4 pets. A turtle, a golden dragon, a black cat, and a phoenix pet. Next, for pet rules, we're going to want just a couple. We're going to want when begin Master Mode Floor 7, equip your golden dragon, preferably with unalloyed speed, or black cat if you prefer to clear with black cat, but it's kind of difficult on tank because you're not going to do too much damage. Then on any dungeon boss spawn or on Necron spawn, equip turtle pet. And then if you're low kata or not maxed out, you should be drinking a potion at the beginning of the run. So you're going to want on enter dungeon, equip jellyfish. And then if you're using a relic set or a term set, just have a auto pet rule to equip black cat when you equip either set. And then a couple mods that are really nice is Odin, Noam, Blade, and Devonian. Those are all really good dungeon mods that really help you out. If you're struggling with a config, I would really recommend 22 Years config. I'll link his Discord in the description as well. First things first, when the dungeon begins, you want to immediately either drink your potion or start digging at the wall so that you can scout what the first room is. Because as tank, you secret the first room no matter what. What this does is it allows your burrs to have the first split, and since burrs can clear faster, you want them clearing while you do secrets. Tank's main role is to get as many puzzles as possible and as many secrets as possible. You clear pretty fast, but you don't clear nearly as fast as burrs or archer does. After you finish your split, you should either leap to the person with the longest split to help out there and get their puzzles, or you should just start secreting the rest of the map, depending on how much is opened. By the end of the clear, the tank should almost always have the most secrets in the party, so make sure that you practice your routes and practice your movement. When you enter boss, put your Axe to the Shredded, Last Breath, and Ice Spray on your hotbar, and if you really need to, a Gloomlock Grimoire, and also put a Spirit Mask on. Then, run towards the back of the belt, and as you're running towards the back of the belt, you want to hit Maxor with your Axe to the Shredded once or twice, just enough so that you take aggro and no one else gets it. While you're standing at the back of the belt, just keep axing Maxor until about 2 seconds before he starts moving. Then you want to start pre-shooting your Terminator where the Wither Skeletons are going to spawn so that you can instantly kill them so that they don't nuke you. Right before Maxor enrages, you want to use your Hype ability and Tank Ultimate to not die. Keep in mind that popping a Spirit Mask is not a bad thing. It will 100% be off cooldown by the time you need it again. You shouldn't have to pop it, but if you do, it's not a big deal. Better to pop it than to use your Grimoire. After a Maxer dies, you want to leap down to Berserker to start Phase 2 of the boss. In the first half of Phase 2, you have 2 jobs: to clear these 2 sections I've highlighted here, and to prep the yellow pillar. What I do is I like to clear the middle area first so that I'm tanking for my mage, then make my way over to the pad. Once you make it to the yellow pad, you want to clear the area and step onto the pad so that the pillar starts moving. You want to fully drop the pillar, then fully raise it back up, and then drop it by about 3 ticks so that it looks like this. After the pillar is dropped, run on over to purple pad, clearing the random husks in your way. Then, as Storm starts to count down, make sure you have your spirit mask on to keep you alive during the lightning while you look at Storm. While you're waiting during Storm's countdown, get out your hotbar for terminals. I like to put my pickaxe back on my hotbar and switch my ice spray off of my hotbar for my last breath. Also, make sure you get out your Withercloak sword. Then, after Storm's countdown hits 0, he's going to pop your spirit mask. Then your mage is going to leap to you. After your mage leaps to you, you're going to leap to the healer who's going to be under yellow pad. The reason you leap to the healer instead of running back to yellow pad is because leaping resets your aggro. So if you leap to the healer, you'll never have to worry about accidentally stealing aggro from a bad mage. Then once you've reached the yellow pad, put on your Bonzo mask and prepare to step on the pad for 1 tick and Withercloak. You're going to want to step on the pad roughly right when Storm enters your render distance. If you miss Crush due to a bad mage, or your archer getting a 0.7 or 0.75 kill, then just step on it again. Right after Storm dies, leap to healer, and prepare to do second and then first terminal, like this. Your goal is to finish these 2 terminals before your tick timer reaches around 7.5 to 8 seconds, so that you can LB Goldor again if your burrs missed their pre-LB, and still have time to pre-leap to mage at 9. Once you leap to mage, you want to get down to first terminal as fast as possible. Also, there is a safe spot if you just break these 2 walls and go into where they were. If you're very fast after leaping to the mage, you can get into the safe spot before you even pop a mask. If you get Melody on this terminal, just leap to healer to get to your terminal in S3 early. If you don't get Melody, leap to burrs and either stack third terminal with burrs or stack bottom lever with archer. After S2, leap to healer to start S3, just turn around and do the first terminal. If you get Melody, just leap to mage at core after first terminal is done. If you don't get Melody, leap to archer. You should pay attention to when the archer finishes their term. If they finish it at about the same time you do, then go for right lever right away. If archer is late to finishing their terminal, then just go and get both levers and blow up the gate if you have time. Then leap to mage. After you leap to mage, just go to first terminal, do that one, and then leap back to mage and core. For Goldor kill, make sure you have a ready mask. If you have none, just back up and cloak. If you have one, make sure you have your Bouquet of Lies and your ice spray on your hotbar. If you really want, also put some Twilight in your inventory. Then, when it comes time to debuffing Goldor, as he's coming at you, shoot Goldor with your Terminator like this, then switch to Bouquet of Lies, right click, and then once Goldor is in range, ice spray. The reason we use Bouquet of Lies and not Soul Whip is because Bouquet of Lies has travel time, so you can pre-fire it, and then 3 lethality things will hit instantly, making 1 tick much easier for mages. As phase 4 starts, you'll want to have Twilight out, then when Necron drops you, right click with your Bouquet of Lies while looking at him, then switch to your last breath and shoot it at him with Twilight to debuff Necron instantly so that your mage can get a very fast first kill on Necron. After your mage sends Necron back to middle, leap to your healer who should be at middle. Once you're there, just hold right click with your ice spray for that bonus 10% damage to stay applied. When phase 5 starts, leap down to your healer and either put on your relic set or put on a black cat and a cow hat. Then to pick up your relic, you can pick it up 100 different ways, but just know that it will always spawn in this corner. After you pick up your relic, leap to the archer and place it into the green altar. After you place your relic, just go stand in the middle with everyone else and get out more Twilight. Your job is to debuff the archer's dragon. If you have Odin configured correctly, it will tell you which dragon to go to. As your dragon is spawning, you want to go under the statue, then debuff in this order. Pre-shoot your last breath up, then at about 700 milliseconds, right-click your Bouquet of Lies. Switch to Ice Spray, jump, then right when the dragon spawns, use your Ice Spray, and you should hit a full debuff with 0 tick lethality. One tip for debuffing purple is when running to purple, you want to use your ultimate and smack a mob to aggro them all. Then do your normal debuff, except for Bouquet of Lies, you want to use it at 400 milliseconds, since purple is so close to you. Also, you don't need to jump on Ice Spray. After split, just run to the next dragon spawning, and debuff the normal way I've said. Then just rinse and repeat every run forever and ever to become the ultimate Master Mode Floor 7 tank. One thing I accidentally left out is Talisman. You want to be on Fortuitous and full speed tunings with crit chance beacon / enrichments. Also, if you have any questions, please put a comment and I'll try my best to respond to all of them. Thank you for watching.